Shade, FCIB, to give us the opening prayer. Dr. Shade, please. Our National Treasurer.
Thank you. Let's be upstanding as we commit this day unto the hand of the Lord. Our Lord and our God, we want to bless you for this day. Thank you because this is the day you have made. We rejoice and we're glad in it. Thank you for the opportunity in the land of the living. We set forth this day and we made it to come to pass. We are not taking it for granted. Thank you for all the inductees of today. Thank you for the Institute, our president, the office holders, and the governing council. Thank you because you are going to again prove yourself here. May your name be blessed forever in Jesus' name. We commit every of this activity. Take absolute control today and honor your name here in Jesus' name. Blessed be your holy name. And for all the inductees, make today a stepping stone even to greater height in Jesus' name. They will look back and think of today and say, wow, of the truth, you are a faithful God. So shall it be testimonies for them in Jesus' name. Blessed be your holy name. Thank you because you're God, for we have prayed with thanksgiving in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Thank you very much for that, sir. And I'd like to quickly go to the introduction of dignitaries for this August event this very morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome and recognize the President and Chairman of Council of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, Professor Pius Deji Olanrewaju, PhD, FCIB. I warmly welcome, sir. The first Vice President, Mr. Dele Alabi, FCIB, he is on the line. He is with us. We warmly welcome you, sir. Okay. The second Vice President, Mrs. Mojisola Bakari Asiero, FCIB. She's also online. The two of them are outside the country. Thank you for being with us this morning, ma'am. You're very welcome. The National Treasurer, Dr. Peter Ashade, FCIB. You're warmly welcome, sir. And of course, our landlord today, the Registrar, Chief Executive of this Noble Institute, Akin Morakinyo, HCIB. Warmly welcome you, sir. We have two important special guests of honor this morning. Our first guest of honor, Ajia Risikatu Ahmed, FCIB, Managing Director, CEO of ASO Savings and Loans PLC. Ajia, good morning. We welcome you. Online, we have another special guest of honor, Mazi Sam Onhabua, OFR, MON, founder and former CEO of NIMED International Pharmaceutical PLC. We warmly welcome you, sir. The guest speaker of today.
Thank you so much.
Mazi is online and is saying hello to us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Glad to have you, sir.
My pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Our guest speaker today is a very special person. He is the Managing Director and CEO of Stanbic IBTC Bank PLC, Mr. Wale Adeni. Today he is a Gen Z MD, and he has come fully prepared. Thank you. The guest of honor, Professor Carol C. Arinze Umobi, the Acting Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University. You're very welcome, ma'am. She's also with us online. Esteemed past presidents of our highly revered institute, I warmly recognize Professor Segun Ajibola, FCIB, past president of the institute. Professor Wale Adewumi, FCIB, is also a past president. Dr. Uju Ogubunka, FCIB, is a past registrar of this great institute. And we have in person also Mrs. Sylvia Uwakwe, FCIB Governing Council member. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, I've seen it. I also warmly recognize Dr. Agoke Nosike, FCIB, also Governing Council member, CIBN. We warmly welcome you, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we also warmly welcome CEOs of banks and other financial institutions and their representatives, all past registrars and CEOs of the Chartered Institute, members of the CIBN Governing Council, fellows, associates, honorary senior members, microfinance certified bankers, and all other categories of members of the CIBN, heads of human resources and academy of banks, members of the academia, members of the banking community, guests, friends, and family of inductees, the inductees themselves. Please give yourselves a warm round of applause. Management and staff of CIBN, and I also warmly and specially recognize our own lecturer, our Oga, Dr. Ken Dillim from Lagos Business School. He is a chief collaborator, is leading the team here this morning. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we would proceed quickly this morning because at the Chartered Institute of Bankers, we stand for excellence, we work with time, and we work professionally. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be calling for the welcome address this morning. Man who is a progenitor of the legacy agenda is a man who is truly committed to the vision of the CIBN. He has come on board and when you say you hit the ground running. He set up the legacy agenda. And let me tell you very quickly, he will still tell us about it. Legacy stands for leadership, ethics. A G is for gender, geography, and generational, issues. Then accelerating growth for the institute. And then we have competency. I mean, the bank and the banking industry is about building competency. And last but not the least, and understandably, is why for youth, because we need to build leadership and ensure that there's growth in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together with me as we welcome Professor Pius Deji Olarewaju, PhD, FCIB, the President and Chairman of Council, CIBN, for his welcome address. We welcome you this morning.
The very first vice president of a great institute in person of Mr. Dele Alabi. I believe is online watching us and participating in this program. And our delectable Amazon, the second vice president of a great country I saw our live and direct online, Mrs. Moji Sola Bakari Asieru. Good to see your face, ma. I know you are 100% in support of what we are doing here. My amiable national treasurer, in person of Mr. Peter Ashade, is here with us live and direct. The one and only global registrar that was confirmed, we were in Abuja last week. And the main regulator of this industry, thank God, our speaker was with me. Alaja was there. And our registrar spoke for just less than 10 minutes. And the very first observation that the governor made was that this is a special registrar, a master of protocol. I said it can only happen in CIBN. Well, you look for yourself, that you have people who can represent you very well. Our special guest of honor for this occasion, Ajia Rizkat Ahmed, FCIB Managing Director of Asset Savings and Loan. We welcome you, ma. She came all the way from Abuja to honor this invite. And my joining no band, when he called me, when she called me rather in the evening that she's just landing in Lagos. I said, Ajia, you are great. Good to have you, ma'am. The guest of honor, Professor Karo Arinze Umobi, the acting vice chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University. She promised to join us online. I believe she's also online. Our esteemed past president, two of them are here. The irony of it is that these two people played a very significant role in my assumption of office as president of this great country. Let me warmly recognize Professor Wole Adewumi, my mentor and number one supporter in the Cibn project. I recognize you, sir. Thank you for your grace, for your encouragement. If I'm standing as professor today, Professor Adewumi was the one always at my beck and call. When we go for accreditation, Deji, you just have to get this page. Even when I said there's no need for it, he said you must get it. Get it for me if you're not getting it for yourself. I thank you, sir. And also my friend and a leader, one of the leading light, an iconic professor, and one of those people that will be very happy today with what we are doing, who has contributed immensely to the educational development of our institute. Professor Segun Ajibola, you are warmly welcome, sir. We are also lucky here this morning to also have some of our assistant administrators who led behind a legacy of excellence. I can see Oloye Ogunleye just coming in, sir. Good to have you in this gathering. And I can also see Dr. Ujo Ogubuka, also good to have you, sir. And I also want to recognize my brother and friend, Dr. Agoke Nosike. Good to have you, sir. He's a president in some other jurisdiction, but nevertheless, he has been serving us pro bono, at least to the best of my knowledge, for the past 6 years on the council. We recognize you and appreciate you, sir. And I also want to recognize my, another council, member she's seated there, Mr. Wakwe. Good to have you, man. You have been wonderful. We are all together in Abuja, assignment. Good to have you this morning. The CEO of banks that are here, apart from being a CEO, we have one of the very few cerebral people we have in the industry, and we have very high respect for in this institute. And we have in our midst this morning, and we are lucky. You people are lucky, because I've listened to him on several occasions. His oratory power and the power of communication is second to none. The MD of IBTC is here with Mr. Wole Adewumi. Good to have you, sir. Fellows, associate, honorary senior members that are here, micro certified bankers, and all category of membership that we have in our midst this morning, you are all warmly welcome. Head of Human Resources and Academy of Banks that are here, you are also warmly welcome. Members of the academia that are here, so, which is my own constituency, you are all welcome. Members of the banking community as a whole, you are also welcome this morning. And also guests, friends, and family of inductees that are here to celebrate this thing of joy, you are all warmly welcome. And more importantly, the reason why we are here, those people who made it possible for us to be able to gather this morning, the inductees. Can't you clap for yourself for what God has done for you? Of course, the management and staff of the Cibn have adopted them as part of the legacy team. I can see a lot of them there. You are all warmly welcome. The finance director, the strategy, and all of you that are here working behind the scene. We appreciate you. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you all to this August event happening in the month of August. You are very unique indeed. Thank you for joining us for the Stream 2 Graduate Induction and Prize Award Ceremony of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of our esteemed inductees as they step into the realm of chartered bankers. There are so many people who are saying I'm bank workers. As from this, any moment from now after the induction, your name will change. And you will start bearing a new name, chartered banker. When you are in the church, you let them know. When you are in the mosque, you let them know. When you are, I'm now chartered. There's a difference. I'm no longer working in the bank, but I'm now chartered. So you are welcome to this important, position. I would especially like to thank all the inductees from across the country and candidates, most especially the candidates from Sierra Leone, Mozambique, Kenya, Ghana, and Gambia. We have they are with us. In fact, some of them joined us in the dinner last night. You are warmly welcome. We cherish, the relationship, because it's on record that that's why we said our registrar is a global registrar, because we are no longer operating within the geographical expression called Nigeria. We have gone global and we are not stopping. Nothing can stop us. So, esteemed audience, let me take a moment to warmly welcome the special guest of honor, Haji Haris Katamed, FCIB, the Managing Director and Executive Officer of ASO Savings and Loan. We cherish you. You have been a wonderful asset to us, both within and outside the institute. And also, Masis Sam Ohabua, OFRMON, the founder and former CEO of Nimet International Pharmaceutical, joining us virtually. I saw the picture of Daddy, live and direct, is there. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you, for the interest you are having in what we are doing. And also Professor Karosi Rinse Umobi, the acting Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe, for honoring our invitations and taking time out of their busy schedules, to join this program. Today is very historic in the life of our institute. We are inducting a total of 741 inductees, comprising 19 from, CB MBA route. That's their relationship with Bangor University. Clap for the institute. 3 from the MSc ACIB route, and 53 from our collaboration with the Lagos Business School on the Chartered Bankers route. I was there, and the facilitator is even here. Thank you, sir, for making that a reality. 456 from the regular examination route, and 210 microfinance certified bankers. Clap for your institute for this wonderful achievement. To the best of my knowledge, that we rank as one of the best, highest, induction will be taken in that category. It is pertinent to mention, that this is our good induction ceremony in the year. Yes. As you take your oath and receive your certificates today, I want to congratulate you, each and every one of you, on your hard work, dedication, commitment to achieve this significant accomplishment. Esteemed inductees, your journey to this point has been marked by dedication, perseverance, and commitment to excellence. But let me be clear, this is not the end of the journey. It is merely the beginning. Our team today is unlocking your potentials, positioning for next level. The next level may be difficult if you do not prepare for it. And that is why we have decided to bring, on board today, one of those people who has shattered the ceiling on several occasions, who have an accomplished banker, and somebody who was like you some years ago, both in the academics in UI and even in practice. So while our distinguished speaker will provide unique insight and experience on the theme of this event, permit me to share some insights on the subject briefly. Our industry is rapidly advancing. There is no doubt about that. The train had already left the station. So you have to catch up. If you do not catch up, or you go to another bus stop to see this, to join the train, it will not wait for anybody. So our industry is advancing rapidly, like I said. The onslaught of new technologies, such as, generative AI, quantum computing, and blockchain are reshaping the foundation, on which several financial services will be offered. Some other considerations to be made in unlocking your potential as follows. I believe you need this. Listen attentively as I profile some of these issues. First, the growth mindset. A growth mindset is the mindset that believes, abilities, intelligence can be developed through hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It is a way of thinking that embraces challenges, learns from failures, and sees opportunity for growth and improvement. By adopting a growth mindset, individuals can unlock their full potential and achieve greater success and lead more fulfilling lives. That's why some of us are able to stand before you today. Understand the evolving landscape. Very, very important for you, so that you need to understand your environment. The banking industry is undergoing a rapid transformation driven by technological advancement, regulatory changes, and evolving customer expectations. To thrive in this dynamic environment, you must possess a deep understanding of the industry landscape. There is no compromise about that. And that's why after this, don't see the certificate as passport to, heaven. It should be seen as a means to an end and not an end in itself. Embrace technology. Given the ongoing technological disruption in our industry, some may find the rate of change intimidating. However, truly unlock your potential, you should embrace it, particularly the technology that will enhance your specific area of operations. Build a strong personal brand. You must rediscover yourself. You must reassess yourself from time to time. You must, believe in that age-old Socrates statement when he said, a life that is not unexamined is not worth living. Constantly, you must be examining yourself, what you are doing, what value you are bringing on the table, what things you are doing. People used to think out of the box. No, things have changed. People are now thinking into the cloud so that you get a better result. That's the kind of professional we want you to be, and which I'm happy and believe you can be. Ladies and gentlemen, as the journey through your careers, remember the continuous learning is very key. It's very important. I think Afin Tofla had already mentioned to Rad that the 21st century, illiterate will not be somebody who cannot read and write. There's somebody who cannot read, unlearn, and relearn. You have to be relearning. You have to be doing things. You have to be reassessing yourself from time to time, so that you can achieve that goal that, we will be proud of you. My 6-point agenda as the 23rd president and chairman of Council of the Institutes, was coded the name legacy. Legacy, we all know the importance of legacy. Legacy, like the registrar used to point out, legacy can be in 2 ways, but there is the positive legacy, there is also negative legacy. There is a legacy that when people remember your name, people will start clapping for you and they want to associate with you. And that is why if you look at the president, they will learn that Ojukwu said Nigeria never had, Baba Awolowo. You will realize that people are still wearing this cap today. The man died, I was shocked when I realized that the man died more than 20 years ago. They are still wearing his cap, whereas that's legacy, positive legacy. There is also negative legacy. There is somebody, if they mention the name, even when he was dead, people were celebrating and they were jumping along the street. I don't want to mention that name. So you can go and carry out research on that. So legacy, from our own perspective, is that we want to leave something that borders on professional excellence. Things that we will look back when I joined the league of the leading lights, like my professors. When I joined them, I'll be able to sit back. You can see them sitting comfortably because they realize that their successors are kept on raising the bar. So in this legacy, my L is very clear: leading an innovative financial system. And we are saying that charity begins at home. If CIBN will be CIBN of tomorrow, then we must do exactly what we make positive changes within the ecosystem. And that is why, to the glory of God, before the year runs out, you see that everything in this, your building would have been digitalized. And that's why you can see all these screens and everything were not there some years ago. It's a sign that wherever you may be, you can communicate with us. We are being intentional about this, and there is no going back about it. The E in the legacy means entrenching ethics, professionalism and integrity. We don't need to deceive ourselves. We really want to call a spade a spade. The quality of people we have, the ethical issues that are rising within the banking system today, is giving everybody concern. And that is why we are not saying we are going to, reinvent the wheel, but we are saying that we want to entrench those values that when bankers step into a gathering in those days, everybody will respect them. I grew up in the village, and I can see, if I cast a retrospective glance, the two people that are well respected in my village growing up are the bankers and the pastors. Anywhere they walk around, you are working at the bank. Oh, National Bank. That was the bank in my village. And all of a sudden, we seems to be losing that kind of dignity and respect. And we want to restore it, and God will help us. The G, that is the gender, generational, and geographical diversity. Very, very key to us. I want to be intentional about it, that the women have been doing wonderful things in terms of academics. Growing up in this industry, you find out that there was a time when there was no chief executive, no women that is a chief executive in the banking sector. In fact, most of them, their career stuff at the manager. That's what they were asked them to go and be taking care of children. But the things have changed. And we are in support of this positive change that has taken place. And it will be of interest to you that the ladies that are here, the current leaders are already creating ways for you. The newly appointed MDs of GT Bank and that of Standing Bank are women. And today, women, even my council member is a woman, in GT. You understand? Gone are the days. And it's a potential chief executive of bank in future. Say amen to that. So we want to be intentional about this gender issue, generational issue. Whether we like it, there was a time people like my mentor and Professor Lewin were standing here. You understand? Whether they like it or not, the metamorphosis will continue. And because of this, we need people like you. We need younger people like you. We need to focus on you. And our program needs to be focused on you. So we are doing that. And also the geographical one, we have considered the diversity that we have in this nation. And we have judiciously, crafted that into our modus operandi. And if you look at our committee, composition, you will realize that there is no geopolitical zone that is not represented. Even if you look at this program we are running, we are intentional. I told this register, I want to be intentional about it. Everybody involved in geopolitical must be respected, but must be represented, so that we can build an inclusive, institute that all of us will be proud of. The A, accelerating the institute's visions and values. We have values. The values is always all over the place: honesty, integrity, accountability, and so forth. So we want people to imbibe this. We want to accelerate it. Our vision is very clear, to be a global reference point. That's one of the reasons why we have tagged the name of our register global registrar, so that it will not be thinking locally. We want him to be thinking internationally, and be doing things internationally, and be comparing himself not with the mediocres and the nincompoos within their ecosystem, but for him to be comparing himself with the international people. We are intentional about it. Then the C, focus on competence, in the banking and finance industry to aid national development. We believe that our competency should not be pocketed. Our competence should not be for our use alone. We should reach out to government, we should reach out to our community, we should reach out to state governments, local government, and see what we are doing. And lo and behold, we have started that, and it's already yielding results, and we are going to sustain it. Already the National Ministry of National Planning and Budget are already inviting us. We went there to challenge them. How can you be doing this? You are doing budget, you don't even invite us. Those of us who can give you the backup. We have been to ICPC. You want to be investigating fraud in banks. You don't have little or no knowledge of banking. That investigation is already defeated that issue. So these are things we believe we should be doing. And the why, is the youth and entrepreneur engagement. the youth is of tomorrow. We believe that if you cannot prepare the future for the youth, at least you can prepare the youth for the future. We are determined that we want to prepare our youth for the future. And we need your assistance, we need your encouragement, most especially our leaders in recognizing this. And also the entrepreneurship engagement. We are going to increase, and plan is already in place. We used to have only one event for our members who have lost their job and everything. And we used to have a practicing license that had been moribund, that nothing is happening. I'd already encountered them, I've challenged them. And we had already contacted some institution like BOI, who is ready to help us. The license is not for decoration. It's not an additional something. It's to be used, to be able to, develop yourself, to be able to earn income. And we believe that through that engagement and everything, a lot of our members who have lost their job, who have nothing to do, will be fully engaged. So this is the legacy. Based on the E, we recognize the entrenching of ethics. Like I said, we also recognize the issue for us on the issue of ethics and everything. So to ensure the stability and sustainability of this system, the bank recapitalization was unveiled, in our 2023 annual bankers dinner. For those of us who were there, we mentioned it to the governor when we visited him last week. It has already commenced. The recapitalization exercise is going to strengthen the Nigerian banking sector, increase in lending capacity, all those large transactions that we are begging foreign direct investment to do, we'll be able to do it. And we have also been working with SEC to make sure that that will not be an avenue for money laundering. It won't be an avenue for manipulation, based on the experience we had when some people marry a day to the end of capitalization. And you can just imagine, just like somebody who sees a fine girl and not marina, without taking her, without knowing the father, without knowing his village and everything, and you take her to altar. So you are taking a very big risk. So all those things will be avoided because enough time had already been put in place to make sure that within 24 months, banks can do this. And they're already in the marketplace. So as many of us that are opportune, to have enough money to do that, should also embrace this investment and plan for your future. Once again, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the inductees as you embark, on this, exciting chapter, very exciting. I encourage you to embrace the challenge and opportunities that lie ahead with confidence and enthusiasm. As I conclude my remarks, let me leave you with the words with Disney, who said, and I quote, "All our dreams can come true if we dare to pursue them." I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all who have contributed to the success of this event. Thank you, our distinguished guests that are here. We appreciate you once again, the faculty that have trained this multitude of people, and most importantly, our inductees. I wish you, continued success in your future endeavors. Thank you for listening, and thank you, and God bless you.
A very resounding round of applause for that welcome address. Thank you very much for inspiring us very early this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not a mean feat to listen to the President and Chairman of Council. I told you that I know he would explain about the legacy agenda, and I think he's brought a lot to bear on that, and I hope you know that you are joining the legacy team this morning. If you did not know, now you know. So we have co-opted you into the legacy team, and we're all going to run this agenda together. Very briefly, the president told us a few things about the major theme of today, and that's one that we must have a growth mindset. It goes without saying. Let's be clear about where we're going, and that mindset must drive us as individuals. We must understand the evolving landscape, where we found ourselves, both in our careers, in our homes, and how we shape our future, and then cultivating a strong network. Some of us, it's the networks that we have that got us into the programs that we did, and that we found ourselves here encouraged to run this race. Again, we must embrace technology. The truth is, technology has defined and redefined everything around us. You're either in or you're completely out. And last but not the least, to build a strong personal brand. Show me your brand and I'll tell you who you are. Indeed, we're all about building positive legacies, and that is what we've been encouraged to do this morning. And the great things that is happening in the banking industry, they're not happening for play or peradventure or for accident. The recapitalization will be done professionally. We hope that all of us will be on board this, and in our various institutions, if any of this happens to come to us, we must make sure we stand as gatekeepers and ensure that the right thing is done. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to quickly recognize Mr. Taiwo Joda, FCIB, MD CEO, Action Microfinance Bank. He's here with us. You're very welcome. Also, we have a very important person in our midst as well. The son of the CIBN founding father, Alaji Otiti. He is in the person of Mr. Gbolahan Otiti, FCIB. Alaji Gbolahan, you're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have known, I'm sure you've seen that there's a lot of people online. The major thing is that this induction is international. We have candidates, even in this auditorium, from Sierra Leone, the Gambia, Kenya, Mozambique, Ghana. May I request every international person here, please be on your feet, be upstanding. Let us welcome you the proper Nigerian way. A round of applause to everyone who's traveled all the way to do this. You're very welcome. We say Ekabo, Akwaba, Kwanalafia, Nagode. You are welcome. Please, you may be seated. Secondly, this event has been democratized and we have splinter centers across the country. So you've seen many people on the screen, and I please show some of the centers where you have splinters of people who are also doing the induction today in different parts of the country. A round of applause and we recognize you. And to everyone who is just joining from the various groups that you are joining in virtually, we warmly welcome you and we say again, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now move on quickly to special remarks by the special guests of honor. And we'll be starting with the leader of leaders in the person of Mazi Sam Oabua, OFR-MON. Is a founder and former CEO of NIMED International Pharmaceutical Institute. Oh, before you go on, sir, I would like to recognize very quickly Oloye Esogunleye, FCIB, former registrar. You're very welcome, sir. You're welcome. For the special remarks, as I said again, we will be having Mazi Sam Oabua, OFR-MON. I've known Mazi Sam Oabua, but he doesn't know me. But if I mention a name, he would know. I did my very first, in those days when they used to shut down Unilag. So I did my first vacation job at Pfizer in the days. And I like to tell you that I'm the daughter of late Big Sam. You would know that. My dad was PRO of Pfizer. So I know about divestment. So glad to have you here this morning. You're very welcome, sir, for your remarks. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. The daughter of my beloved friend, Sam Adebola, thank you. I know that he's resting in peace in heavenly places. Mr. President, past presidents, national executive officers, fellows of the Chartered Institute, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start by thanking God for this honor and privilege of being asked to be a participant at this wonderful event and to send these good messages. I want to thank especially, I think the immediate past president, my friend, Ken Opara, and the DG or the registrar came for the effort they made to be sure that I'm speaking from my country home in my village in Aruchukwu in Abia State. So I might complete the greeting made by the compare by saying none to every of our foreign guests because he missed out that aspect because our president says he wants inclusive leadership And so I like that spirit. For me, to be associated with bankers is a great privilege. I have had a long association with bankers, especially following my fast induction into being a street road banker when I had to lead the management buyout of Pfizer Inc. shares in Pfizer Nigeria in 1997. I really became a banker because the money to buy the shares came from the banks, and everything that we did since then have depended on the bank. So I understand bankers, understand their nuances, and more importantly, understand their contribution to the national economy. It's a very important industry, very important profession. And therefore, I want to congratulate the 741 inductees and to let them know that I'm not a banker by profession, but what you call a street banker. And I want to tell them that they're joining a very respectable, very important industry. I don't know what the world would be without banks that provide the opportunity for exchange of values and store of wealth, and their contribution to national GDP is immeasurable because you can't measure it in one dimension. They contribute to every industry. So if you are looking at the contribution of manufacturing or industry or services or any aspect, utility, you must see the hand of bankers. So they are cross-cutting in every industry. So it's a proud, especially at the Chartered Institute, a proud institute to belong. And I'm proud because we need such institutes. By the way, I need to say that I'm immediate past president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, and I'm currently the president of the Association of Corporate Governance Professionals of Nigeria. And the whole idea is to make sure that our services have people who have competence, as the president has said, who capacity, but more importantly, people who have ethics, professionalism, and integrity. I had said people who have integrity, honesty, and fear of God. Bank is one. If you needed a man you can trust, perhaps after the pastor, it should be the banker. Then, of course, that's before or after the pharmacist who gives you poisons and you drink them without asking questions. So we need professionals who are trustworthy because people are investing their trust, investing their lives, investing their money, investing their savings, investing their whole life work upon certain professionals. And bankers represent, because at the end of the day, everything is reduced to Naira and Kobo. Every wealth, every value, if you don't bring it to Naira and Kobo, it's difficult to calculate the proper weight and exchange parity. So I just want to join Mr. President to insist that those of you who are joining this profession need to work harder to, what I might say, repair some of the damage that have been done to this profession. There was a time it was actually getting terrible to say you were a banker because people looked at you with suspicion. But I think effort is being made with the work the Chartered Institute is doing to repair this image. And I want to challenge this 741 Army, you can call yourselves a brigade, to carry on, amongst everything else you're going to do, a major campaign to restore and sharpen the image and the perception that bankers are trustworthy indeed, and that whatever you keep in their care is well taken care of. So I want to congratulate all of you for qualifying, because it's by so doing we will separate, according to the president, bank workers and chartered bankers, because we need more chartered bankers so that we can have anybody who see the bank as a professional. So I want to congratulate you and look forward to seeing you climb your careers, succeed in your businesses, and whatever you do. We want to see you, many of you, as bank directors, bank CEOs, both male and female, because the way we're going, we might soon start another campaign to make sure that men have become bank chiefs. You mentioned Zenith and GTB. Of course, you've taken for granted Fidelity, Access Bank, and many other places where women are leading. But it's a good development from inclusivity, gender equity, and running a country and a profession that everybody feels part of. That is how we can create joy and unity and progress. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Please enjoy this induction and award-giving ceremony. And let me say, I look forward to another invitation. God bless you all.
Thank you so very much, Mazi Sam Oaboa, OFRMON, for that special remark. And I just see that it's building again on all what we've heard today around the legacy, but most importantly, harping on the fact that professionalism in the institution that we stand for, this banking industry, is critical, and that it's the responsibility is ours, those of us who have decided to be true professionals, the chartered bankers, to ensure that we sustain and we build on the professionalism that is known for this industry, so that our customers can rest assured that their life savings are in good hands. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Mazi, please. Thank you very much. We'll move on quickly, and I'll call on my pretty Ajia Risikatu Ahmed, FCIB, the Managing Director, CEO, ASO Savings and Loans PLC, to give our special remark. Ajia, please.
The President, Chairman in Council, Professor Pius Olariwaju, office holders, those that are here, my dear Treasurer, and those that are seeing us virtually, past President, past Registrar, my strategic Registrar. Let me stand on existing protocol, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Haji Arisi Ahmed, MD CEO, ASO Savings and Loans. My speech, I'm going to look at two perspectives, perspective of a woman banker. So when you hear some of the things that I will say here, don't blame me. Women are coming up. We have almost like 11 women as CEOs of commercial banks and mortgage banks today. So men, we are here. So it is an honor to stand before you today as we explore a theme that resonates deeply with all of us: unlocking your potentials, positioning for next level. This topic is just not about individual growth. It is about the collective progress of our team, our institution, and the communities we serve. I want to begin with a story of a young girl who growing up loved to climb trees. She was told that climbing tree is for men only, and it is not ladylike to climb tree. They also told her that it is very dangerous, and that a lady should always keep her feet firm on the ground. But every day, she looked at those trees and something inside her whispered, "You can't reach the top." So one day, she decided to ignore the voices that told her no. She climbed, not stopping at the first branch, not second branch, but all the way to the top. From that height, she saw the world in a way she had never seen before. Very expansive, full of possibilities, and has to explore. That young girl grew up to become a leader in her field, but she never forgot the lesson of the trees, that to unlock your potential, you must be willing to climb, to push beyond the limits of others, and to see the world from a higher vantage position. In the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Today, I want to talk to you about how each of us can climb higher, reach further, and unlock our true potential as we position ourselves for the next level of success. As a woman in leadership and as a CEO in the banking sector, I have witnessed firsthand the remarkable power of potential. Potential, however, is like a seed. It must be nurtured, it must be cultivated, and strategically positioned to bear the fruits. Our journey, both as individuals and as a collective, is one of the continual growth. And today, like I said, I will share some insights on how we can unlock our full potential briefly, because I have 5 minutes. Develop a progressive mentality, like the president said. Albert Einstein, he said, once you stop learning, you start dying. The journey to unlocking our potential begins with adopting a growth mindset, an unwavering belief in our ability to evolve, to adapt, and to grow. This mindset isn't just a tool for overcoming obstacles. It is the foundation for lasting success. It allows us to see the challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunity to innovate, to lead with resilience, and to continually push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. In the banking sector, as in life, change is constant. Market fluctuates, technologies advance, and regulations evolve. The leaders who thrive are those who embrace this change, who see each new development as a chance to learn something new, to refine their strategies, and to innovate. They understand that their growth and the growth of their organization depends on their ability to adapt. But this mindset, it goes beyond our professional lives. It is about how we approach every challenge we face. When we encounter setbacks, do we see them as failures or as opportunities to learn and grow? Do we shy away from difficult conversations, or do we embrace them as a chance to gain new perspective? By cultivating a growth mindset, we position ourselves not just for success in our careers, but for growth in every area of our life. The second thing I will discuss with you today is aligning your passion with purpose. Purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights the way. Our potential is most powerful when it is aligned with our passion and purpose. It is vital that our work reflects our deepest values and drive us towards making a meaningful impact. When passion and purpose are in harmony, they create a force that not only propels us forward, but also inspires those around us to strive for excellence. Consider this. When you wake up in the morning, are you driven by a sense of purpose? Do you feel that your work is contributing to something greater than yourself? Do you find yourself going through the motions, disconnected, and from your true passions? To unlock our potential, we must first ensure that our work is aligned with our values and goals. When our work is aligned with our purpose, challenges become easier to face. Obstacles become opportunities. Passion fuels resilience. It gives us the strength to persevere when times are tough and the motivation to go extra mile. And when others see their passion in us, they inspire to find their own. The third thing I will discuss with you today is now you have a mindset and then your passion has aligned. What do you do next? Cultivate strategic partnership. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with others. In our journey to the next level, strategic relationships are very key. Mentors, sponsors, and network provide us with wisdom, opportunities, and support that are crucial for success. These relationships can be transformative, helping us to break through the barriers and to reach the new heights together. Think about the people who have helped you to get to where you are today. The people that believed in you when others did not. The people that gave that critical piece of advice or opened the door to a new opportunity. These relationships are not just valuable, they are very essential. But it is not enough to simply build this relationship. We must also nurture them. Mentorship is a two-way street. It's about giving as much as it is about receiving. It's about creating a network of support, encouragement, and shared knowledge that benefits everyone involved. And for women in particular, these networks can be a powerful source of strength. When we support each other, when we lift each other up, we can achieve things that we never could have imagined on our own. Now, you need to take a calculated risk. The president also mentioned that, Maazi also mentioned that you can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose the sight of the shore. And this is what Christopher Columbus said. Positioning ourselves for the next level often means stepping out of our comfort zones and taking calculated risks. This doesn't mean being reckless. It means being bold and visionary. It means pursuing opportunities with confidence, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Risk is the currency of progress, and it is through taking those risks that we can achieve extraordinary things. In banking, as in life, risk is inevitable, but the most successful leaders are not those who avoid risk. They are those who manage it, those who take calculated risks that have potentials to yield great rewards. It's about weighing the potential benefit against the potential downside, making informed decisions, and then having the courage to act. But taking risk is not just about making big decisions. It's also about the everyday choices we make. Choices to speak up in meetings, to take on new responsibility, or to challenge the status quo. These are the risks that push us out of comfort zones and help us to grow. And as we take this risk, we learn more about ourselves, about what we are capable of, and about the impact we can have. Now, you have taken the risk. What next? You have to prioritize continuous learning and innovation. Steve Jobs once said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. In our rapid changing world, continuous learning and innovation are not just desirable, they are essential. To stay ahead, we must be committed to expanding our knowledge, embracing new technologies, and fostering a culture of creativity and innovation within our teams. Leaders who prioritize learning, they are those who stay relevant and drive the organization to new heights. In banking as well, where the landscape is constantly evolving, staying ahead of the curve requires a commitment to continuous learning, whether it's keeping up with the latest financial technologies or understanding new regulatory framework or exploring innovative ways to serve our customers. We must be proactive in our pursuit of knowledge, which is what each one of you has done today. And the president has said this is just the beginning. But learning is not just about acquiring new skills or new information. It's also about being open to new ideas, to different perspectives, and to change. It's about fostering a culture of innovation within our organization, one that encourages experimentation, value creativity, and is not to be afraid of taking any kind of risk. Now, having done all of this, we have to balance ambition with well-being. It is very important. Ariana Huffington rightly observed, we think mistakenly that success is the result of the amount of time we put in at work instead of the quality of time we put in. As we strive to unlock our potential, we must also ensure that we do so with a balance. True success is holistic. It involves not only achieving our professional goals, but also maintaining our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And as women, we wear many hats. It's crucial that we take care of ourselves so we can continue to lead with the strength and clarity. In our pursuit of success, it is easy to lose sight of what really matters. We push ourselves to work harder, to achieve more, to climb higher. But in doing so, we neglect our own well-being. We forgot that true success is not just about what we achieve professionally, but about how we feel, how we live, and how we connect with others, including our family members. Balancing ambition with well-being means setting boundaries, taking time for ourselves, our family, and recognizing that our health, both physical and mental, is a critical component of our success. It means being kind to ourselves, knowing when to push forward and when to step back. And it means leading by example, showing others that it's possible to be ambitious, successful, and while doing that, healthy. In conclusion, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. And that is in the words of Franklin Roosevelt. As we work to unlock our potential and position ourselves for the next level, let us cast aside those doubts and move forward with confidence, conviction, because the next level is not just a step up, it's a leap into the future where our impact is amplified, where our voices are stronger, and where our leadership creates lasting change. Potential is universal, opportunity is not. I want us not to seek opportunity. I want us not just to seek opportunity, but to create it, to unlock the doors that seem closed, to shatter the glass ceilings that seem unbreakable, and to rise to the level that we once only dared to dream about. Together, let's climb higher, just like that young girl, and unlock the potential within us, not just for ourselves, but for everyone who look up to us for inspiration, for guidance, and leadership. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Was that hot or piping hot? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Jay. There's just so much dropping there. And before I come to, as Ajia just encouraged us, there's so much nuggets in this room. Please share great insights with the world as you're sitting there. Take a selfie, post online, start sharing those nuggets. Let people know what you are. And then, of course, ascribe to the speakers so that people can know that you are in the citadel of excellence and learning. And that's where all of that is coming from. Achia, thank you for that first storytelling. You know you would never forget. You learned the story of the girl that dared to climb the tree today. If you forget anything else, you won't forget that. And we learned the lesson of the trees. My head. Gosh, I won't forget that. To unlock your potentials, you must be willing to climb and to see. And I know you dared to climb. That's why we're even here today. We must develop a progressive mentality. Did you see the thread flowing through all what we've been hearing since morning? It's as if the speakers shared their notes somehow, but it just shows that there's a mindset that is working here, and all of us are living here, I think, a bit more, inspired than we came. We must align our passion with purpose. Somebody say something. You know your purpose, then you follow it with your passion, because it's your passion that rewards you. So whatever it is you're passionate about, please go after it. That's where the reward comes. We must take calculated risks, cultivate strategic partnerships. I believe for those of us who went the Bangor and the LBS route, that's the result of strategic partnerships, and that's why we are here. And lastly, we must prioritize continuous learning, and most importantly, balance it. Health is wealth. They encourage us women to remember, as you run after everything, balance it. And indeed, the men, there's no Superman or Superwoman anywhere. Your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional health is very important so that you can truly grow and thrive and influence your environment. Ladies and gentlemen, please can you thank Ajia again for me for that resounding dropping? I'd like to quickly recognize Mr. Adekola Adeleke, FCIB, a governing council member as well, ED EcoBank. You're very welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that time. We would be listening to the guest speaker this morning, and he is our Gen Z MD CEO, Mr. Wale Adeni, FCIB, Managing Director, CEO, Stanbic IBTC PLC. You heard the President and Chairman of Council, so please hold your seats properly. It's about to blow. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, everyone. And I won't stand on existing protocol this morning. I will follow the protocol. when you are dealing with the master of protocol, we're in Abuja on Wednesday, and the governor of the central bank looked at the registrar after his about 7-8 minute speech and said, I hereby award you master of protocol. And I'm afraid that the institute may soon lose the registrar to the central bank. So president and chairman of council, get ready. I don't know whether there's a deputy registrar that's warming up. I really, even learning about protocol today, I actually took the picture of the protocol list and sent it to my brand and marketing team that see how protocol is done. The president, chairman of council, Professor Pius Dijolanrewaju, PhD, FCIB. The vice president, Mr. Dele Alabi, FCIB, I know you are online. The second vice president, Mrs. Mojisola Bakari, Asieru, FCIB. The national treasurer, Dr. Peter Ashade, FCIB. The registrar, chief executive, master of protocol, HCIB, Akin Murakinyo. The special guest of honor, Aja Risikat Ahmed. Now I know if you want to climb, you have to know how to climb a tree, and you can get to your heights if you can do that. Aja Risikat Ahmed, thank you so much for that. Mazi Sam Ohamboa, OFR, thank you so much for those words. The guest of honor, Professor Karosi Arinze Umobi, the acting vice chancellor of Nandi Atikwe University. I see the esteemed president here. I can't forget Professor Ajibola, Professor, and I'm Professor Adeomi. I think I took after your name, my first name. Thank you so much. Esteemed past president of the institute, CEO of banks, all past registrars and CEOs. I can see at the lobby when we are waiting, and we look at the list of registrar, and there was one, IGR Riskat was telling us, but can't you notice there is one distinguished person here? And that's our ex-registrar, Ogungunka. Thank you so much. Please, let's celebrate it. It was so unique. And yeah. So I want to also members of the governing council, fellow associates, head of department, members of the academia, I see LBS here, guests, friends, family, and family of inductees, the inductees themselves, management staff of CIBN, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I think the reason why, because I have nothing to say again. So that's why I follow the protocol. Between the president and chairman, between IG and Risikato, as I find that there was nothing to say. It's like truly that they look at my presentation and they said everything in the same order. So why will I bore you? Why will I bore you again? So I said, in order to use my 10 or 15 minutes, let me read the protocol. Right? So that's why I took time to read the protocol. That one will give me 5 minutes. So that, because there's nothing again that I'm going to say. But I just want to share something with you. And they said good leaders tell stories. That's what you find about good leaders. And so I'm going to tell you a story to really talk about what I want to talk to. But I have a presentation for you. Please go back to the first slide. You have to go back to the beginning. Next. They go to the next one. Go to the next one. I think it's slowing. Yeah, go to the next one, then go to the next one. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about, sorry, maybe I'm moving, right? I should stay there. But you know, Gen Z, we don't follow protocol. So I just want to leave you with this word, sparkle. Tell somebody sparkle. How you get to unlock your potential is to sparkle. If you want to unlock your potential, you do what? Sparkle. That's it. If you sparkle, you unlock your potential to the fullest. And each word actually say exactly everything they've said, right? Is each word represent that. The first S there represents shifting your mindset, growth mindset. And I'll tell you the story. The story I want to tell you is that my first job in banking in 1993 is a bank across in that place called Lead Merchant Bank then, owned by Oba Olashore. I joined the bank in May 18, 1993. And this talking about shifting your mindset. I joined the bank May 18, 1993. And after 1 month of joining the bank, every Friday after 1 month, my boss, who was the manager of the department, I joined their foreign operations department, they call it. After 1 month, I discover every Friday will give me 1,000 naira. Every Friday. I worked there for 3.5 months. Every Friday, it will give me 1,000 naira. My salary, monthly salary then, my annual salary was 144,000. My monthly salary was 12,000. But every Friday, it will give me 1,000 naira. That means every month, I was getting 4,000 naira, which is almost more than 30% of my salary for free. So he was giving me everything, and I'll collect it, just fresh from school, doing everything. I was collecting it, but I stayed there 3.5 months. Then I moved to Cibn. So it was after my last interview in Cibn, I now called him that I've gotten another job because Cibn was my ideal place that I wanted to work then. Then I now told him that, sir, I've gotten, he said, but why didn't you tell me before you go for all these interviews? We'll have done this for you and everything. I said, sir, that was my ambition. That's where I really want to go. He said, no problem. But he said, okay, I gave 1 week notice. He said, can you extend it? I said, I have accepted the offer and I agreed then the date I will resume. So it's now said, okay, I'll give you my blessing, you can go. He now asked him, sir, please, can I ask one question? He said, why were you giving me 1,000? And he wasn't doing it to anybody else in the department. Why were you giving me 1,000? I know I have your attention now, right? Why were you giving me 1,000 naira every Friday? And he said, since I got to the department, I made him redundant. I said, what do you mean, sir? I graduated from University of Benin. I read business administration. When I was in school to graduate, computer science lab, we didn't enter lab. What we were doing, we were using punching paper, right? So I didn't know how computer looks. So it was when I got to the bank that I saw a computer. And when I got the computer, what happened? I discovered that there's a thing they call Lotus 123. Some of you may not know, it's called Excel now. And when you go into it, so, everything was paper-based, right? So everything you do, then you have to take it to him. He has to go through it. He has to use what they call a punching machine to calculate the figures, right? When he calculates the figure, then he will roll it up. Then he himself can make a mistake. But within 1 week I joined, I saw computer and I look at what he can do. And I could see that I can put all this in a spreadsheet. That when I print it out, all he just wants to see is to see the number. And as those numbers are correct, the total will be correct and he will tick. He said after 1 month of joining the department, he found himself, he was just reading newspaper. All because everything that I've been doing, I've automated it just by a simple Excel spreadsheet. You have to shift your mindset. Today in Nigeria, out of 5 unicorns in Africa in the last 3 years, 3 of them are from Nigeria. Shifting the landscape. Today, if you send me an email, 95% is that it's not me that is responding to that mail. It's artificial intelligence. There's what they call on your Microsoft, there's what they call Copilot. If you just send an email, I say, Copilot, give me a response. I can define what response I want to give in just two lines. And then will give me a work class that when you read it, you will clap for me. But it's the computer that has done it. Shifting mindset. What's the second one? Aldia said it. Proper is passion. Under that P, there are 4 P's there. They saw 4 P's of marketing. It's passion, purpose, principle, and partnership. If you can decode that, you can unlock your potential to the next level. Your passion fuel your purpose. And with the principle which you align, the first thing you want to do to get to your next level, you must define your principle. If you talk about ethics, professionalism, and integrity, it's based on principle. The next one, I can call it A. I can call it accomplishment, but you can call it artificial intelligence. If there's something that you want to take differently out of here today that can unlock your potential to the next level, it's artificial intelligence. If you have not unlocked into what generative AI can do, I can give you one example. If you want to employ people today, there's an artificial intelligence that can look at the person and scan the brain and say whether this guy will commit fraud in the next 3 to 5 years. It is available. There's an artificial intelligence that can predict. There is a saying by Max Murdoch. He said, the secret of your success is in your daily routine. What the artificial intelligence is that it plugs into your routine as human being and see the way your mindset is and say, this guy, there's a tendency that in the next 15 years, he can commit fraud. And with that, you can eliminate that. Artificial intelligence. So if you have to embrace, there's artificial intelligence. If today is your birthday and I send you a birthday message, it's not me that generated this artificial intelligence. Even on your WhatsApp, it's there. I'll say, give me that our registrar is a master of protocol. So give me a birthday message for the registrar that is a master of protocol. Mr. Akimurakiyo, with a birthday cake, and give me a poem for him. He will give it to him. And I will send it to him. I will think it's from heaven. In fact, this message, if you invite me here next year and you say I should come and give a message like this, it will be artificial intelligence that will generate it. Next slide. This, to me, is called refinement. And it's for you to unlock your potential, you have to stay at the peak of excellence. You have to, and it goes to with the next one, which is knowledge. But for you to stay at the peak of unlocking your potential, you have to be totally at the place of excellence. Your success of yesterday has nothing to do with what you are going to achieve next. And it goes with knowledge. Knowledge, and everybody spoke about is continuous learning. That's why you've done this program. That's what you are doing, everything you are doing. But what knowledge does is separate the best from the rest. It separates the what? They say that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. But I want to tell you, we are talking of unlocking your potential, getting to the next level. If you read a book a month on your profession, you in the next 10 years, you'll be in the top 10 of that profession. If you read a book, Malcolm Gladwell said it in his book, The Outlier, the 10,000-hour practice. If you read a book a month, right, on a profession, you will be in the top 10 of that profession in the next 10 years. So knowledge, you have to sunset what you know today to be able to be where you'll be tomorrow. Next is leadership. I call it laddership. A leader is a ladder. And for you, you have to understand that. And when you're talking about unlocking your potential, you have to go step by step. And we talk about integrity and what has happened in our industry. What has happened is that for you to unlock your potential, you understand that it's a ladder. And the picture of a ladder I want to show you, when you see ladder, the steps within the ladder, they are in the same sequence. They are the same thing. If you see a ladder that, if the first step is like this and the next one, you most likely not make it, you will fall. The people that crashes are the people who are not following the steps of the ladder. If you have the ladder that has different gaps, what is happening is that, and that's why a lot of leaders crash. For sustainable success, you need to follow the ladder. And the last one I will say is the E. You have to be exemplary. You have to be an example. I think Ajia said that as well. So you have to be, so when you do this, follow these 7 letters, just like the president asked legacy. When you follow this PACO, then you unlock your potential to the fullest. Next slide.
You have to understand something. There is always another level. You may have achieved a lot in your life. You may be at the very top in one or more areas of your life. But you will not stay at the top unless you are hungry to grow, hungry to improve, hungry to reach the next level. Even if you have to build that level yourself. You may be achieving more than anyone around you, but maybe the standard of people around you needs to improve. Maybe they are making you complacent.
If you keep doing what you've always been doing, you'll keep getting what you've always got. You deserve more out of this life, but you'll never get more unless you are willing to do more and do it differently to the majority.
Don't live your life like the rest. Study the very few at the very top. Have the courage to stand for what you want in life, no matter what they say. Have the courage to travel your own path, however dark it may be. At some point, there will be light, if you keep going.
You must set the standard. You decide what level the bar will be raised to. That's the difference between the majority and the few. The few are always hungry to grow. They are obsessed with raising the bar, obsessed with setting the standard, not to outdo others, but to outdo who they were yesterday. The few are the world champions, the winners, the leaders, those who are remembered long after they're gone, those who did what others thought impossible. They weren't superhuman, but they possessed a superhuman mentality. They didn't conform. They didn't fall in line. They didn't believe in other people's opinion. They didn't get sidetracked by things that were not important to their goals and dreams. They set the standard, and when they reached their goal, they then set a bigger goal, a higher standard.
Every next level of your life is going to require a next level you. Next level mindset, next level courage, next level mental strength.
How do you want to sparkle? What's the color of your sparkle? You see, when you have a Gen Z MD, I'm going to tell my friend Bridget that we are stealing you. How we're going to do it, I don't know. But people, that was sparkle. And it is, very interesting when you have such, leading us, then there is hope. There's many things to take away, but I would say one. When the advent of AI came, I was one of the people who were like, they have come, so we won't learn again. Some people do all the learning for you. But come on, you need to turn things on the head. When help comes to you, take it, maximize it, and jump on it, and be the best there. He said something. If they ask me to do this again next year, I will use AI. Why should you reinvent the wheel? Why should you mend what is not broken? So if you have help, use it. And they said that if you read a book a month, you will lead your area of expertise. Leaders, please, let's learn that one today. And then leadership. I saw it in a different light. Leaders help people to grow. They create the ladders that everybody has to, climb on. But if the steps are uneven, as you said, they're going to fall. So that leader would not be what you call a steadfast, strong, and reliable leader. We commend your strong and reliable leadership today. Thank you very much for that sparkle. And we will definitely go away carrying that sparkle in our hearts. We would like to go on to the meat of today. And I will be calling on someone who taught me, sir, you talked about that list of protocols, These people, this master of protocols and his boss, they taught me the protocol order. Anywhere I go, the first thing I'm asking them, where's your list of protocols? If you don't give me, I'm not going to mount the podium because you must do things right. I'd like to call on the global registrar, a master of protocols, a man of aura, brilliance, and charisma, the man of quotable quotes. If you have engaged CIBN and you have not carried on the attributes of learning how to use quotable quotes, hey, you have not taken on the habits of this great institute. Ladies and gentlemen, our master of induction today is our registrar, Akin Morakinyo, HCIB, the Chief Executive Officer of CIBN. You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Able compare, please one more time, help you appreciate Mrs. Ukioliade, our iconic president and chairman of council, a man of honor and candor, a man who is passionate about success and having people being successful. He is future-minded, value-driven, and result-oriented. Please help me appreciate the 23rd president of our great institute. Albert Einstein says, we see farther because we stand on shoulders of giants. And I have many of them seated in this room today. Please help me appreciate Hajia Risikat Ahmed. Sitting beside him is our national treasurer, Dr. Peter Shade. And our sparkling MD CEO, Gen Z minded, Mr. Wale Adeniyi. And then they say, if you do not know your history, you will not know where you are, and you may not know where you are going to. Our forefathers, our elders are here. So it's a mixture of ancient and modern. Please help me appreciate Professor Wale Adeniyi. Our father is not ancient, it's not modern, it's in between the Professor Segun Ajibola. Our past registrars, Oloye Eson Ogunleye. Please appreciate him, And of course, Dr. Ujo Gubunka is also here. And the governing council members who gave us this platform, please may I humbly request that you be upstanding so we can celebrate you. And I will not forget our heroes, our leaders who are on the virtual platform. Please help me celebrate them. The first VP, the second vice president, they are all outside the country. Thank you very much. I know this is the moment we have been waiting for. And this is the moment where we induct the new associates, the new chartered bankers here. And if you noticed when Mazi was speaking, so this is the point where we separate bank workers from what? Chartered bankers, professional bankers. Please, let's appreciate ourselves. Wonderful people. While this president was speaking, he did mention that the vision of CIBN is to become a global reference point. And you will agree with me that many years ago, when that target was set, so some people thought we were joking. But today, the dream of yesterday has become our reality of today. Right in this auditorium today, our induction is now global because we have countries represented not just virtually, but physically present here. From the Gambia, the Sierra Leone, Mozambique, Ghana, and Kenya. Please, let's appreciate ourselves. This is no mean feat because the world itself has become a what? A global village. And that brings to reality the assertion of Shakespeare when he said, we are all actors and actresses and the world, our stage. So we are playing on the global stage. Please appreciate yourself one more time. And this is the time To induct, Mr. President, I'd like to inform you that we have 210 microfinance certified bankers that have been inducted this morning. We have a total of 531 associates who become chartered bankers, 53 from the collaboration with SMP, ACIB, the Lagos Business School. If you belong to that route, please stand up for recognition. Please stand up for recognition. Please stand up. Please help me celebrate these wonderful people. That is the product from the collaboration with Lagos Business School. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Our guest speaker today, you have sown a seed, but you may not know, seated among the chartered bankers that we have from Lagos Business School today are general managers, EDs of banks who may have been at the zenith of their career, and you are still challenging them to do more, that it is not where you are is not enough, and you can go even higher, and they are going to be going places. So we celebrate you this morning. One more time, let's appreciate them. We also have a novel scheme where you go to some tertiary institutions in Nigeria today, and we have about 9 of them, and you study a program in finance, MSc in finance, and you come up with MSc and your chartered banker. So today we have 3 from that route. MSc ACIB, if you are here, please stand up. MSc ACIB candidates, fantastic. So they've gone for 1 program and they are graduating today with 2 qualifications. Congratulations. And then we have the regular, those who took the Nigerian local exams, our exam Nigeria Tiwantiwa. Yes, please celebrate yourselves. You are the icon and the one that is keeping the institute at God, and we celebrate and appreciate you. Thank you. And so the induction quickly, Mr. President and distinguished members, may I also mention that we have 36 splinter centers across Nigeria where people are gathered like this, celebrating in their own community with their own people and having the same euphoria that is going on in this auditorium. And that is the one of the things our past president have introduced so that we can spread the joy in the land. So there is joy in the land. Everybody celebrating across Nigeria. Please see the centers. Please let's appreciate them across the nations where people are celebrating and having the euphoria of this induction. And so the induction will go in this direction. We will start with the microfinance certified members. And so I will now ask and request the inductees for microfinance bank certification to please rise and be upstanding. Please rise and remain standing. Please help me appreciate these wonderful people. I was watching out if any of them would have won this stool and would have disqualified such, but they are waiting for instruction. You can now adopt. Thank you. And then bring out your oath of affirmation. Thank you very much. Now you pull out your oath of affirmation and you will repeat after me. When I say I, you will insert your name. Are we ready? All right. So we take the oath of affirmation. I, insert your name. Affirm before my family, friends, colleagues, members of the banking profession, and the industry at large, as well as this distinguished audience, that I will respect, promote, and abide by the provisions of the Act, policies, rules, regulations, and guidelines of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. I will adhere strictly to the code of conduct in the Nigerian banking industry, governing members of the institute and the banking profession. I promise with diligence to keep abreast of developments in the banking and finance and allied matters and contribute to the programs and activities of the Institute. I pledge, with every sense of responsibility, to discharge my professional responsibilities with all sense of honesty, integrity, competence, and uprightness, and to do everything ethically possible to uplift the standards of bankers, the banking profession, and the banking industry at large. So help me God. The President and Chairman of Council, Professor Pius Oladeji Olarewaju FCIB, may I, Akin Murakinyo, HCIB, proudly present to you these brilliant members of the Institute who have passed the prescribed examinations and have fulfilled all the conditions set by the Governing Council for election as microfinance certified bankers of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, MCIB, with all rights, privileges, and obligations. Mr. President, I so present.
By the authority conferred on me by the Governing Council of our great institute, the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, I, Professor Pius Oladeji Olarewaju, FCIB, the 23rd President and Chairman of Council of our great institute, hereby elect you jointly and severally as the microfinance certified bankers of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. Congratulations.
Congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the brand new MCIB of our great institute. Let's celebrate them both on the on-site and off-site on the virtual platform. Congratulations. You will now have the rare privilege of shaking hands with Mr. President and the distinguished members of the top table as you file out, start from the back, and then you take a handshake, and then you move and go back to your seat. And the same thing will happen on the virtual platform. May I humbly request our past president, Professor Segun Ajibola, to please join up on stage as we perform this very quickly. Mr. President will now step forward, and then you will be flanked by distinguished members of the top table. And then
the best,
and new
MCIB. And nothing less.
Ready to
lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up. I was built to be the best.
And also celebrate the gentlemen on the top table as they make their way back to their seat. Thank you very much. And now we move to our chartered bankers. It is my honor and privilege to humbly request all our chartered bankers to please stand and remain standing for the induction ceremony. And as you do that, please adorn your stole. You can wear your stole. And please, let's do this across the country. And as we are done this toll, permit me to specially recognize 19 members of this group who had gone through a tripartite program called the Chartered Banker MBA program. That program gives you 3 qualifications: Chartered Banker Nigeria, Chartered Banker Scotland, and MBA from Bangor Business School. Please, let's celebrate them. Bangor Business School is the oldest institution in the world offering banking and finance. Established in 1884 and still standing. Please, let's celebrate this special one. Okay. And so may I request that you pull out your oath of affirmation and you read after me. When I say I, you say I and you start your name. I affirm before my family, friends, colleagues, members of the banking profession and the industry at large, as well as this distinguished audience, that I will respect, promote, and abide by the provisions of the Act, policies, rules, regulations, and guidelines of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. I will adhere strictly to the code of conduct in the Nigerian banking industry, governing members of the institute and the banking profession. I promise with diligence to keep abreast of developments in the banking and allied matters and to contribute to the programs and activities of the institute. I pledge with every sense of responsibility to discharge my professional responsibilities with all sense of honesty, integrity, competence, and uprightness, and to do everything ethically possible to uplift the standards of bankers, the banking profession, and the banking industry at large. So help me God. The President and Chairman of Council, Professor Pius Oladejo, may I proudly present to you these brilliant members of the Institute who have passed the prescribed examinations and have fulfilled all the conditions set by the Governing Council for election as associates of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, ACIB, with all rights, privileges, and obligations. Mr. President, I so present.
Thank you, Lord Registrar. By the authority conferred on me by the Governing Council of a great institute, the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, I, Professor Pius de Rewaju, FCIB, President and Chairman of Council, hereby elect you jointly and severally as Associate of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, ACIB. Congratulations.
Wow. Congratulations, congratulations. You can make that applause louder for brand new chartered bankers, newly minted, straight from factory, fresh, oven fresh. Fantastic. As a matter of fact, I like your steeze and composure. And now, having been confirmed, you can drop your papers. You now march out like sparkling chartered bankers to have a handshake with the sparkling president and distinguished members on the top table. Now the stage is set. One more time, let us do this together. You step up in grand style, walk stylishly with swagger, and let the world know that you are indeed chartered. By the way, please take a selfie of yourself and announce to the world that now I am a chartered banker. Not just a chartered banker, a sparkling chartered banker. Cha-cha, let's go. All right, studio, let's go.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions. To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand.
Don't stop the music until they sit down. Please, let's keep celebrating them. The more we clap, the faster they will go to their seats. Let's celebrate the new.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move,
very much. Thank you very much. Continue with the proceedings of this event, but please permit me to specially request to be upstanding the graduates of the Cibn MBA program from Bangor. The 19 graduates who are here present, please, if you are from the Chartered Banker MBA program, please stand and be upstanding for recognition. Let's celebrate them, let's celebrate them, let's celebrate them. And I'm celebrating you because you have 3 qualifications, and not just that, Mr. President. The program costs £18,000. In today's Naira, it is 37 million Naira. These are millionaires. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please sit down. So, the guest speaker had taught me, is my mentor, by the way. Let me do public disclosure. And he has said that the company you keep determines what accompanies you. Your connection determines your collection. Your location determines your allocation. So you may be sitting beside the next CBN governor and you're not connecting. Please tell the person next to you, give them your name, network, and connect, and get your own collection as we go. Yeah? That's one of the things we offer in CIBN. And just to quickly mention before we transit to the next item on the program, as chartered bankers and you have been inducted, we'll expect you to integrate yourself into the CIBN family. Please locate a branch within your state. We have a branch in every state of CIBN where you can connect and progress. And so we also expect that you adhere strictly to ethical standards like you have been told, and you will have the benefits. There are a lot of benefits which we will be sharing with you, 19 of them, which you stand to benefit. And so please take advantage of this community and enjoy yourselves and progress. And so, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we gradually move towards the end of this program, it's now time to present prizes and awards to deserving winners. The great philosopher Aristotle once said, that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. And so some individuals have displayed that act of excellence, and this is the time when we celebrate them. And so as we get set, I'm reminded of a story of a man who went to a convocation ceremony like this with his son. And guess what? They were inviting students to come and take a handshake. The best student is also placed, Pam, they mentioned the name. And so the father will hit his son and say, I want money here. So they call the next person, best student, Pam. His son did not get anything. And so it was time to do the award for honoris causa, which is distinguished men who have celebrated and excelled in what they do in life. And so they called one man, as they called his name, he stepped up to become conferred with the highest order. The boy too hit his father and say, so as we call them out, please just help me say, I want money here. Okay. And so the order of the award will be to invite upstage the donors, and we do have our donors in the house seated here this morning. And so the first award is the award for the best student in banking law and regulation at diploma level. This award is endowed by late Chief S.A. Adegbite. May I now invite upstage Mr. Goke Adegbite, the son of our late Chief S.A. Adegbite, the past president of the Institute, to present this award. Please come up stage. Come up stage. Thank you very much. And so you will stand in the middle there, and I'll invite up the winner of the award, Azim Ransom Talagi. Azim Ransom Talagi, best student banking law and regulation at diploma level. Come up stage. No, Nigeria. Please don't go yet. Don't go yet. No, you can go, sir. Thank you, sir. The donor can go. You can go. Thank you. We also have another donor for that same award, that same subject, best student in banking law and regulation at diploma level. And this award is endowed by Pa M.A. Kazim, FCIB. And to present the award, may I invite upstage one of our past presidents, Professor Segun Ajibola, to present this award on behalf of Pa M.A. Kazim. Daddy, please come up stage. And the winner is Azim Ransom Talagi. Please step up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The next award, thank you very much, our past president. We appreciate you. The next award is for the best student in ethics and corporate governance at diploma level. And we have the donor, Sir F.A. Ijewere, FCIB, who will be ably represented by his son, Dr. Patrick Ijewere. Pa Ijewere is the past president, one of the founding fathers of CIBN, and we're happy to have his son here live and direct. And the winner of the award is Abodurin Timothy. Abodurin Timothy, please let's appreciate him. He's coming all the way from the back. The more you clap, the faster he will arrive. And the next award, okay, that's Patrick. That's Abodurin Timothy. I'm presenting the award to him is Dr. Patrick Ijewere. Let's appreciate them. We also have another award for the best candidate in ethics and corporate governance at diploma level, endowed by our own emeritus registrar CEO, Oloye Eson Ogunleye FCIB. Let's celebrate him. You are not clapping enough. And the winner is Abodurin Timothy. The next award is for the best student in fintech. And this award is endowed by Mr. Emmanuel Emefionim, CEO NFCIB, the MD CEO of Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank. It will excite you to know that Premium Trust Bank shares the same street with us on Hadiola Hopewell. So it's premium. It's premium price for premium performance. And the winner is Aniefio Kaniete Jerry, the best student in fintech. Also permit me to use this medium to celebrate Premium Trust Bank as one of our premium sponsors of this event. Celebrate Premium. Please give them a premium clap. Thank you very much. And the next award is for the best student in finance in global market. Best student in finance in global market. And this award is endowed by our founding father, Alhaji AOGOTTONFCIB. And he is ably represented on this auspicious occasion by Alhaji Akim Otiti, his son. Please let's appreciate our father, the founding father in absentia, and his son here live and direct. Thank you, sir. And we have joint winners here today for this award. One, Adedokun Daniel Oluremi, and neighbor Audrey Biagia. Neighbor Audrey Biagia is in Ghana. And so we'll present the physical one and the other one, of course, symbolic. Okay, that's neighbor on the street, on the screen. Congratulations. Let's give him a warm round of applause. The next award is for the best student in corporate financial services. And this award is endowed by our past president, His Royal Highness Oba S.A.O. Sule FCIB. And I have the singular honor and privilege to invite upstage our past president, Professor Wole Adewumi, to please present on behalf of Oba Sule, His Royal Highness, the award for best student in corporate financial services. And the winner is Fulani Oluwaseun Emmanuel. Can you see the way he's even walking up to the stage with swagger? The winner. Too much. All a day. Best Student Corporate Financial Services. Thank you. Congratulations. Let's appreciate him one more time. And the next award is for the best students in bank management and strategy. And this award is endowed by our past president, Dr. Bayo Olugbemi, FCIB. He has directed that on this day, the national treasurer, who is his protege, Dr. Peter Ashade, FCIB, presents the award on his behalf. And the winner is Onu Gift Oluchi. Onu Gift Oluchi. Oluchi of Africa, walking majestically from the back. Let's celebrate her. She's now Oluchi Global. Correct. No what? Best student in bank management and strategy. Please, let's appreciate her. Thank you very much. Bank management and strategy personified. The next award is for the best student in lending and credit management. And this award is endowed by our past registrar, Dr. Uju Ogubunka, FCIB. Dr. Ogubunka, may I humbly request that you step up to present this award. And the award goes to Adetoki Pelumi Adeyemi. What a scream. That award is lending and credit management. So the lender is coming. Let's see the lender. Please spotlight the, oh, it's on the screen. And I see your people are celebrating you. You must be lending to them in class as well. Oh, that is the money lender of. Thank you very much. Let's appreciate him and appreciate Dr. Uju Ogubunka, my boss, my guardian top. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We also have another award for the best student in lending and credit management, and endowed by Chief E.M. Egwenu, FCIB. And it is my pleasure to invite upstage Dr. Noke Agoke Nosike to please present this award. Dr. Agoke Nosike is a past president of ICSAN, and he is a member of the Governing Council of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. And the winner is Adetoki Pelumi Adeyemi. He's a chartered money lender. That reminds me of a story of a man who said he was looking. He went around all the bank. He said, I'm looking for a bank that will lend me money and leave me alone. Power bank. Thank you very much. Let's appreciate ourselves. The next award is for the best student in applied banking. Next award, best student in applied banking. And that award is again endowed by Father Alhaji AOG Otiti ON. Please may I invite Alhaji Akim Otiti upstairs. And the winner is Ademu John Afatiafu. Voila. So you can keep that first one. We already know. Best student in applied banking, congratulations. Let's appreciate him. We also have another donor, Dr. Shegun Aino, OFR FCIB, for the best student in applied banking. May I invite upstage to present this award, our distinguished guest speaker for today, because it is applied banking. Okay. To the stage to present Mr. Wale Adeni, FCIB. is presenting on behalf of Dr. Shegwaino, and the winner again is Ademu John Afatiafu. Thank you very much. We now have another award, the Evolution of Management, Best Student in Evolution of Management and Regulation of Microfinance. And this award is endowed by LACPO Microfinance Bank. Please, let's celebrate LACPO. And I have here Bako Gloria, representing the MDCU of LACPO. Are you coming here, sir? Oh, fantastic. Walking majestically in red. Power. Correct. Please step to the middle. And the winner is Namoko Iroma Favor. Okay, she's been spotlighted. She is in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. So I played one of the microfinance certified bankers to please pick this award on her behalf. Please step forward to pick on her behalf. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's celebrate her. Thank you very much. That is for the Evolution of Management and Regulation of Microfinance. And so the next award is for the Best Graduating Student in MCP, in Microfinance Certification Program. The best overall out of the 210 graduating today. And the award is endowed by Action Microfinance Bank. And the MD is here, Mr. Taiwo Joda. And the winner is Faluyi Michael. This is the best graduating student in Microfinance Certification Program. Correct. You see swagger? Correct. Are you from Asion? You connected. Fantastic. Let's appreciate them. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And there's a big masquerade I've got to unveil at this point. This award is from UBA Foundation to the best student in applied banking. And it comes with a prize award of $500,000 Naira. Please, may I bring upstage Farida Momo to please present on behalf of UBA Foundation. Whosoever the winner is goes home with $500,000 Naira. Let's celebrate UBA. And who is the winner? Who is the winner? Do you know? You know? The winner is Ademu John Afatiafu. No wonder the swagger was too much. I now humbly request the president to join this presentation. This is an elegant presentation. This gentleman is $500,000 richer. What a day. I've also request the gentlemen and ladies on the top table. You can't go, you're a winner now. Stay. To please, UBA Foundation, you are the one, you are the donor. So that next year the award can be 1 million Naira. Please stay. I want the distinguished guest on the top table to join this photograph so we can send to our chairman, Dr. Elumelu. I also crave your indulgence to join so I can be part of the... Studio, I thought you should be celebrating the champion. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, honor is the reward for excellence. And we have just celebrated the award winners. Please, one more time, may I invite Mrs. Buki Oliadi as we continue the proceedings of this event. Please celebrate yourself. You are very wonderful people. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to reintroduce myself. Just in case you didn't know, this is a sparkling, chartered banker, MC, extraordinaire. My name is Sparko Bukola Oluyadi. HCIB, ACIB. Respect, you know. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to have very quick and short goodwill messages. I'd like to recognize one of my friends. She's representing the MD of Jaiz Bank. That is Aderoju Abiodun. She's representing the MD of Jaiz, Dr. Aruna Musa. Aderoju, you're very welcome. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here from Sierra Leone, Ms. Shola Taylor-Pierce, Executive Secretary, Sierra Leone Association of Commercial Banks, for a very quick goodwill message. She's joining virtually. Excellent. From Freetown. Okay, please go away with madam. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I trust you can hear me.
Yes, we can. Yes, please.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the land of Sierra Leone, as I count it a real privilege to have been asked to say a few words on this very special day, a special day for the many who have burned the midnight oil in order to qualify as professional bankers. It was about 10 years ago that we welcomed to Sierra Leone past registrar, Dr. Ugo Ugubunka, and Mr. Akin Morankino, then group head capacity building. We welcomed them to Freetown for the purpose of holding discussions around the execution of two memoranda of understanding, one between CIBN and our central bank, and another between CIBN and my institution, Sierra Leone Association of Commercial Banks. The visit was fruitful. Meetings were held with the leadership of the central bank. Meetings were held with the leadership of the commercial banks, and all parties were game. We were excited. By late 2014, both memoranda of understanding, had been signed. We were ready to go. And then Ebola. Ebola struck in 2015 and put a hiatus on our plans, a 2-year hiatus. In 2017, together with the then president of SLACB, past MD CEO of Access Bank Sierra Leone, Dr. Damo Sholaru, together we decided we needed to make a go of this project. There was a dearth of professional bankers in the industry in Sierra Leone. Our banks were largely led by chartered accountants, and we said we needed to get this project off the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with much joy that I inform you that in October 2017, we received a high-level delegation from CIBN, led by Professor Segun Ajibola, Dr. Oluseyi Awujobi, and Mr. Segun Shonobi. They came to town to spur us on, to say you can do this. It was a 3-day visit charged with engagements with the central bank, with heads of commercial banks. We held a town hall meeting. We told all and sundry that CIBN had come into town. And then guess what? We went on TV. We told the nation that we were gonna do this. So we were on the spot. December 4, 2017, we started classes. And April 2018, our first set of students took their exams. Ladies and gentlemen, today, 31st August 2024, I'm proud to inform you that we have over 50 professional bankers certified under the seal of CIBN in Sierra Leone, to include the 11 who are being inducted today. Let me thank, no, I did not forget the protocols. Let me at this juncture thank the Governing Council of CIBN, led by the 23rd President and Chairman, Professor Pius Deji Olanrewaju. Thank you, sir. You are leading an institution that is a force to reckon with. You are leading an institution that is indeed a global reference point. And you are leading an institution that we from Sierra Leone are proud to be affiliated with. How can we not acknowledge the affable, the amiable, the influential master of protocol, Registrar Mr. Akin Morankino? Thank you, sir, for your leadership. Thank you for your competent team. We're always reaching out to them, and they're always ready to assist us. We couldn't have come this far without the support of CIBN, the leadership and management. Thank you so much. I've only been given 2 to 3 minutes. I think I've already exhausted it. But I cannot close without congratulating the newly inducted professional bankers. Congratulations. You have heard a lot of nuggets of truth. The truth is, nobody claps for you twice for the same thing. So enjoy your day. And you know what? Tomorrow, go up that ladder. You heard our guest speaker. He spoke about L in the sparkle. Go up the next rung in this ladder. There's lots to be done in our industry. Because I've been given this honor and privilege, please let me make special mention of our 11 candidates from Sierra Leone. Return home and do well. Our banking industry needs you. Our pillars, our reputation, integrity, and honesty, and trust. We need you. Trust takes a hard time to build, but it can be deflated in just a second. We need all of you. Once again, to the Governing Council members, to the management of CIBN, and to all present, we thank you from Sierra Leone for this opportunity. And we continue to say, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Thank you.
Wow, wow. That was brilliant. Thank you, Ms. Shola Taylor-Pierce, FCIB. Thank you for adding to all the sparkle that we've received here today. And, you know, she said this one, nobody claps for you twice for the same thing. Enjoy today and take the next step tomorrow. God bless you. Thank you, madam. Right, we would go on to the next goodwill message. That's from Professor Carol C. Arinze Umobi, Acting VC, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. She will be ably represented by Professor Chizoba Ekweme, who is joining us online. Professor Chizoba, please, a very quick and short goodwill message. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I bring to you goodwill message from the Acting Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Carol Arinze Umobi, PhD, as special guest at the 2024 Stream 2 Chartered Institute of Bankers Graduates Induction and Prize Award Day, this day, 31st August 2024 at Bankers House, Victoria Island, Lagos. I thank the management of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria for inviting me to this event as a special guest, and I bring you all good wishes from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I congratulate the leadership of the CIBN on the instant event and for its untiring efforts in the quest of its vision to be a global reference point for skills and conduct in the banking and finance industry in Nigeria, thus producing banking and finance professionals. Nnamdi Azikiwe University has been a beneficiary of this vision through the Institute's learning platforms and programs. Some students of the university have written and passed the CIBN examination while still undergoing their undergraduate studies. We are aware that other young Nigerians in other tertiary institutions and others in the banking and finance industry are using these self-same platforms to become professionals, thus better equipped to give more efficient and effective services. The university has also profited from the corporate social responsibility actions of the CIBN. Only last November 2023, a smart lecture hall for the university's Department of Banking and Finance, completed just within 6 months of commencement, was commissioned and handed over to the university. I commend the Institute for all of these immense contributions to our national economy. To the inductees, some of whom may well be from our university, I congratulate them all. They have now been professionally equipped with the necessary skills, competencies, and ethics to make a positive difference in their work outputs. I wish the CIBN flight to higher pedestals in pursuit of its vision. Thank you all. Professor Carol Arinzumogu, PhD, Acting Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Professor Chizoba Ekweme, for that. She referred to the CSR project of the legacy project from the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria to the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, that was completed in 6 months to improve, 3 months, wow, 4. Excellent. Just to add to the legacy of building excellence and professionalism and driving the growth of the banking and finance institution. Please, a round of applause for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call on a very special person, Faculty LBS, Dr. Kemdili Heanacho.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Professor Olariwaju. Good afternoon, Dr. Ashade. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. It gives us great joy again as Lagos Business School in continuing this esteemed collaboration with the Chartered Institute of Bankers. Indeed, as we've all learned and seen today, the banking profession is a very noble profession, and the opportunities and the intricate linkages between the financial services sector and the economy is well documented. Your entry today into this realm of being recognized chartered bankers, and more importantly, chief architects and co-pilots in working with policymakers and shaping the financial services landscape with ethics and responsibility is well recognized. So you have to carry on this responsibility with diligence, and it's our hope and expectation that your contributions to this extraordinary institute would remain profound, and that your contributions by extension to Nigeria would remain well recognized. I've been told to spend only 2 minutes. I think I've spent 1.5. I want to once more congratulate you all on this very, very outstanding achievement. I think you all deserve a round of applause. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much. That's Lagos Business School and our collaborators. We have shown the candidates from that program, right? We had about 53 this time. One more time, please stand up for recognition so the world can see you. Products of that Lagos Business School collaboration, brand newly minted chartered bankers, we congratulate you. Thank you. The pride of the world. Go out there and what? Sparkle. Say it like you mean it. One more time. Sparkle. Thank you. You may be seated. And now it's time for goodwill messages from the bank academies. And it is my honor and privilege to invite upstage all the representatives of the bank academies who are here. We will take position from that end. Please take a cue. All bank academies who are here, you will come out and file out in this direction. Please step up. You'll come upstage. You have the microphone for 1 minute. Introduce yourself, your organization, and you present your goodwill message to the president. You are not reading them. Just present it like letter of credence. Thank you. So you will introduce yourself and present it. Please, you come upstage. Mr. President, may I invite you to please step up? Okay, fine, fantastic. In any case, if your goodwill message is in the phone, please just hand over the phone to Mr. President. It's very simple. So please come up stage and then you introduce yourself, present your goodwill message. Where's Mr. Adeyemi? Please collect. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. And I would like to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Ademola Adeshola, and I'm the head of brand and communication for Parallax Bank.
Parallax Bank.
Thank you. And as you said earlier, we share the same street. We're on the same street, you know.
Okay, on the same Adiola Hopewell, exactly. The winning street.
Parallax Bank is just up the street. Yeah, so on behalf of my mentor and MD, Femi Bakri, we have this goodwill presented to you, sir.
Let's appreciate Parallax Bank, and then you make your way back here. Okay. Thank you. All right, so you introduce yourself and you present your goodwill message. Present the message, not the content. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aderoju Abiodun. I'm the divisional head Southwest Lagos business for Jais Bank. And I'm presenting this goodwill message to the President Chairman of Council of the CIBN on behalf of the MD of Jais Bank, Dr. Haruna Musa. Congratulations.
She's presenting the photo. Thank you very much. Don't worry. All right. Thank you. Next. Please forward the goodwill message in printed form, or you can email it to us. That's fine. Thank you. You have the floor, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Temple Silva, and on behalf of the group head, Sterling Academy, Sterling Bank, we present this goodwill message to the president and say congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you very much from one customer bank, that's Sterling Bank. Thank you very much. Our regards to our mentor, the MDCU, who was our speaker last night. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rowan. I'm the Dean of Banking School in Popular Academy for Wema Bank. And on behalf of the CHRO and the MD, Mr. Moruf Hosseini, I present our goodwill message for Wema Bank.
Thank you very much. That introduction is not complete. And you need to tell the world that you are the export. You are one of the exports of CIBN to the banking world.
All right.
Tell them.
So this is a homecoming sort of, I used to be on the other side, working behind the scenes with CIBN, but it feels good to be here. And thank you once again. Thank you so much, sir. Yes.
Thank you, Wema Bank. I have not received a lot yet. Please tell the MD. Let's get a lot.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocol duly observed. My name is Adetola Adeyemo. I'm the talent manager for EcoBank, and I'm presenting this goodwill on behalf of the acting head of HR for EcoBank and my MD, Mr. Bolaji Lawal. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, the Pan-African Bank. Thank you. We appreciate you. One more time, let's appreciate all the academies, our business partners who have come to celebrate with us on this occasion. And I'll return back to Mrs. Buki Oluyadi, HCIB, ACIB.
He forgot the sparkle. Sparkle. I've taken that over today. If you call me tomorrow, you don't put sparkle before the name. I may not answer. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all of us. A round of applause to yourselves. And having been bestowed with this honor today, we would have responses from representatives of our different groups. So I would like to start by calling on the representative of the MCIB, that is the Microfinance Certified Bankers, and that will be in the person of Mr. Jide Ije Makinwa. Please appreciate.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to extend on all existing protocols for special recognition to the chairman of the board, or the president of the board, I'm sorry, Prof. My friend of 30 years, Scott. It's a pleasure meeting you again. And our able registrar, I want to thank you. When I started this program, I never knew I was going to finish it. I was doing 2 programs at the same time: University of Lagos Masters of Risk, and then this one. And I worked in 2 banks, and I saw the difference. It's a difference between the microfinance, and thank you to every one of us that has made it work. Thank you, registrar. Thank you, everybody in the institute, all those behind the IT, all those that did whatever it cost for me to stay in my room and do the exam. I want to appreciate everybody. Today, we have learned a lot, especially from the Sparkle, the Gen Z, that we are now Sparkle, MCIB. I want to thank you for what you've taught us today. I'm sure you're going to send us the presentations. I want to listen to it over and over and over again so that we can internalize it and apply it. Once again, to all the 210 Sparkle MCIB graduates, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ije Makinwa. I will tell you where I know you from now later. I have found it. Ladies and gentlemen, another representative of the international inductees, that is in the person of Mr. Abasi Thomas. Mr. Abasi Thomas, please approach here. He's from Freetown and he's a CFO. And he will fill in the gaps when he gets here. Director, okay, that's it.
Thank you very much, Pakul. I remember that well. I think I have a takeaway to take to Freetown. My name is Abasi Thomas, and I'm from Sierra Leone. I am the CFO of Local Commercial Bank, the best bank in Freetown. And it's formerly Barclays Bank Sierra Leone Limited. We've been around since 1917. And I also give you greetings from my MD and CEO, Dr. Ekundaya Walton Gipping. He should have been here with me, but because of unavoidable circumstance, he's not here. And for all you know, he has been recently elected or selected as the second vice president of WABA. First of all, I am most honored to be here. I feel like home from home because Sierra Leone and Nigeria, we have a lot in common in terms of culture and even the language. The local dialects is very, very similar. You speak Pidgin and then we speak Creole. So it's more or less the same. So
I'm really impressed and very happy to be here. I came about 2 days ago and I've searched around the city, especially the local cuisine, which is also not strange to me. We ate fufu and we have pounded yam. And my friend wanted to take me to some kind of up restaurant. I said, no, take me to the local one. I want to go and search for myself. And so he took me to the law school. They have a local canteen there. And I was, picking and choosing and everything. And it all went down well. So thank you very much, Nigeria. And I'm really happy to be here. Okay. First of all, let me stand on existing protocols and recognize the president, Professor Oladiwaju Pius, and also members of the I table and all of you distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are most honored to acquire this certification today as chartered bankers. And as one of the speakers said earlier, it's time to separate bank workers from chartered bankers who are professionals. Gone are the days when, we used to just count cash and do traditional banking, but now banking has become so dynamic and it is growing very, very fast. And we have to keep up to the change. We do have unbanked population in our society, which is very, very huge. In Sierra Leone, it's about 80%. But we've done a lot. We, as a bank, Rukel Bank, we took the lead and we were engaged in financial literacy program. We go out and teach people how to do financial transactions and how to manage their finances. And then also we develop products, which most people are now using in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and things are moving very well. So today I want to say thank you to the CIB Nigeria, the leadership, especially Mr. Aki, the global registrar. We thank you very much, and all the team for making this possible for us to be here and also to achieve this honorable award. We want to assure you, as inductees today, that we will push the banking industry forward. You see, today, banking has become very, very pivotal in economic development. Long ago, they used to talk about engineers and doctors. Everybody wants to be engineers and doctors, and there are very little people who want to be bankers. But today, bankers, we are the most envious in society these days. So we must not rest on our oars. Today, we have gained this certification, but this is a new beginning for all of us. If you all know the story of Nokia as a phone company, they failed. And you know why they failed? You know why? Because they did nothing. They were complacent. They were not able to meet the changes of the days. So Samsung, another iPhone, and Apple all overtook them. So Nokia failed. So with the banking system, we must push very hard because things are changing. As we expand, we face a lot of risk. So we should be able to mitigate or, minimize those risks, and also to partake more in economic development in our society. So we want to assure you that we as inductees, we will do just that, and we will try to raise the banner right up in terms of banking in our various areas of operations. So thank you very much, and sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bassi, and thank you for taking on the call to action. You didn't miss it. Thank you. Keep sparkling. Ladies and gentlemen, the last but not the least to represent the associateship route, the LBS CIBN partnership stream is none other than Afaga Yahaman, Principal Staff Officer Operations at DSS. Please come here and take the appreciation.
The President of the CIBN, the distinguished members of the Governing Council, our esteemed guests, particularly also those in diaspora online, and of course, my beloved participants and fellow inductees today. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you as an alumni of the Lagos Business School and a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers. Today, I stand to represent the president of the Lagos Business School ACIB program, who is unavoidably absent, and to read his speech. It's a very brief speech, and I want us to also listen and indulge me. I quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members, and my esteemed colleagues, it gives me immense pride and gratitude to stand before you today as we mark this significant day. Today, we are honored to be named amongst the inducted members of a community of professionals, a calling that will enrich our professional lives and broaden our horizons in ways we could have only imagined. Each one of us brought a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the program leading to today. Together, we shared insights, challenged conventional wisdom, and explored innovative solutions to the complex challenges facing our industry. We have acquired new skills and knowledge and forged lasting relationships. The camaraderie and mutual respect that have developed amongst us are testaments to the can-do spirit that has defined our group. We will continue to learn from, support each other, and most importantly, inspire each other to strive for excellence. My heartfelt gratitude to the faculty members of LBS and the CIBN, and of course, to our revered Dr. Nkem, who led the team to organize the LBS ACIB program. Your dedication, passion, and commitment to our professional development have been inspiring. You have challenged us to think critically, to question assumptions, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. We are deeply grateful. To our fellow inductees, I am honored to have shared this journey with you. Your diverse perspectives and experience have enriched our discussion and broadened our understanding of the banking industry. We will continue to innovate, lead with integrity, and make a positive impact in the industry and the country at large. We will continue to innovate these changing times. In closing, I would like to remind us that the true measure of our success lies not in the accolades we receive, but in the difference we make in the lives of those we serve. As we strive to be agents of change, let us inspire those around us and leave a lasting legacy of excellence in our industry and beyond. Thank you. This is from our president, Mr. Abraham Aziegbe. And our president, CIBN, I'm a copious, notable student of my father. And one of the things he taught me is that a good speech is like a mini skirt. It should be short enough to gain attraction, but long enough to cover the subject. I believe on behalf of Lagos Business School, we've been able to cover the subject. Thank you.
Afaga, would I have been surprised if you ended without that? Thank you for covering the subject. Eesh, this boy. Anyway, I will hold it here. Thank you for adding some more steez, and to the sparkle. Ladies and gentlemen, to everything that has a beginning, we must begin to approach an end. I'd like to call on the Global Registrar, Mr. Akimorakiyo, HCIB, Master of Protocols, to give us the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I humbly request that we give ourselves a warm round of applause. It's been a great day, and indeed all is well that ends well, they say. And the only bad things about good things is that they always come to an end. And as we draw close to the end of this program, it is my honor and privilege to once again appreciate everyone, indeed everyone who has made this event a success, both those here physically seated and those on the virtual platform from across the globe. One of the things which came up during the conversation, the testimonials here, is that the examination of the Institute is now proctored examination, which gives us the leverage to have participants write the examination from anywhere in the comfort of their houses across the globe. And that is truly global. Please, let's appreciate ourselves for belonging to a global organization. More applause, more applause. On that note, I'd like to appreciate very sincerely our 23rd President and Chairman of Council, a man of honor and candor, one who is passionate about development of people. His agenda is people-oriented, is focused on people and focused on people. One more time, let's appreciate the progenitor of Legacy Agenda, Professor Pius Deji Olariwaju, FCIB. We thank you very much for providing the leadership that is making things happen seamlessly. On the same note, I'd like to appreciate the members of the office holders, ably including the first Vice President, Mr. Delia Labi, FCIB, who is on the virtual platform. Despite the fact that they're on holiday, they're still joining us. We appreciate you. Want to thank our amazing Mrs. Mojisola Bakari Aseru, who is still on the call, and she's also on holiday, but she's joining us. We appreciate you. And live and direct here with us, Dr. Peter Ashade. If you notice, always on point. Check out his dressing. Immaculate, quintessential, super, sparkling. Let's appreciate the sparkling National Treasurer. By the way, there are some parks around your side. He signed the money to let the funds go out. He could have held the purse and nothing will happen. Help me appreciate him more time. And to our very special guests of honor, Haji Arisikat Ahmed flew in all the way from Abuja yesterday to honor this gathering. We do not take it for granted. We appreciate you. She is a very strong supporter of the Institute, opening doors for us in very high places. By the way, if you go without collecting a number, you have just reduced your connectivity. Please, she's highly connected. Help me appreciate Haji Arisikat Ahmed. She has password to Aso. Don't say I told you. Did I tell you anything? No. Also, would like to appreciate our father, Mazi Sam Ohambuam, OFRMON, who also had to cut short his holiday to join us this morning. And I'm sure you appreciate his words of advice. Help me appreciate him. And today, if there's anything to take away, if you forget anything, one word stands out in this auditorium today. It is what? And please, if you are excited, help me give a resounding, a sparkling award, applause, to the progenitor of Sparkle, my own mentor, leader, charismatic, indefatigable MD, Mr. Wale Adeniyi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Every time he speaks, he sparkles. The last time he spoke on the women platform, the whole place scattered. And so I am not surprised. Are we ready to sparkle? Thank you. We appreciate you, sir. One more time, thank you very much. Our past presidents are here, and they are not just here. They are here in body, in soul, and in spirit. Meaning it's an endorsement. When you do things like this and you don't have past president in your gathering, it means there's no approval. but we have their approval and they are here. Please help me appreciate Professor Wale Adewumi, FCIB, and Professor Segun Ajibola, FCIB. For most of you who may not be aware, most of you, anyone who took those exams, Prof is one of those who moderated the final question that you wrote. And for those who went to LBS, you need no introduction. Professor Segun Ajibola was one of those who facilitated. So if they have withdrawn their participation, you may not be certified today. Please appreciate them. To the CEOs of banks, we cannot appreciate you less. Body of bank CEOs, we appreciate you. Please help me appreciate body of bank CEOs, ably led by Mr. Oliver Lauba for their support. Now, everything we do here will not be successful without the approval of the Governing Council. The Governing Council in this auditorium is ably represented in their number. All members of the Governing Council here present, may I humbly request that you be upstanding for special recognition. Dr. Shadare is a member of the council, Mrs. Sylvian Wakwe, Dr. Agoke Nosike, and our own, Mr. Adeyemo is also from the Lagos branch, the Tiger branch that celebrated their night just yesterday. And our ED from EcoBank is also here. Please, let's appreciate all of them. They are the shakers and movers of the Institute, and they are the ones solidly supporting the president on the legacy agenda. And I also want to appreciate all our fellows. Oh, but before then, permit me to celebrate some emeritus. Registrar CEO. They paved the way for whatever we are doing today. Without them, the road will be rough and bumpy. But please help me celebrate the inimical Oloye Eson Ogunleye. If you want to learn how to write, there's a saying that until the lion learns to write, the story will always be in favor of the hunter. If you need to learn how to write, please contact Oloye Ogunleye and Dr. Uju Ogubunka, who after exiting from CIBN became an editor-in-chief of The Guardian. Please appreciate it. Thank you very much for supporting us. We do not take it for granted. And we want to appreciate all our donors who are here in their numbers. They are the ones who have added spice to this event. We thank you very much. Please help me appreciate all prize donors, award donors. And from the list, they all belong to our past President Ijewere, Papa Otiti, Adegbite. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. And then to the heads of academies of banks, who are partners and collaborators in progress. We do not take your support for granted, and all the accredited tuition center operators who have trained these candidates and made them what they are today. Please help me extend appreciation to them. I also like to thank all members of the Institute, fellows, associates, senior honorary senior members, certified microfinance banks, and indeed the members of the banking community and the academia who have supported us in one way or the other. And very especially the guests, friends, and families of the inductees. They're on the 4th floor. By the way, it will excite you to know that in this building, we have 3 centers going on live. The council chamber is filled to the brim, and the 4th floor has a 150-seater capacity, is also filled to the brim. Please, let's appreciate they're all there. In the words of Henry Frederick Amiel, he says, gratitude is the beginning of thankfulness. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude, and gratitude is completion of thankfulness. I want to thank everyone, and indeed my colleagues who have also put this together, from membership led by Mr. Tolu Adeyemi, the Assistant Director, Nelson Olagundoye, Fumbi Akinloye, and indeed all members of CIBN ESCO Legacy Team. Please rise up for recognition. Help me celebrate them. Celebrate them, celebrate them. They are the ones making things happen. They make things happen. They make things happen. And as we go, the great scholar Isaac Newton taught us that every object remains in a state of inertia except a force is exerted. Nothing moves until you move it. Nothing happens by accident. We have been told to sparkle. It means we then have to make things happen. you have to go out there and do. Whatever you have and you do not use is of no use, because we live in a world of use it or lose it. So as you go out there, remember to go out and do what? And sparkle. And on that note, I'd like to appreciate all our inductees of today, because I'm very sure that you are going out there to make a difference. Please, let's celebrate all inductees of today, both physically here and on the virtual platform. Until next time we meet, God bless you. Enjoy your day. Remember, you are going out there to do what? To sparkle. Say it one more time. Sparkle. God bless you. And I return to Buki Oliade. Thank you very much.
Master of protocols. Thank you very much for that. That was full of a lot of vibes. And we have taken our takeaway. Did you count how many quotes there was in his message? I'm sure you lost count. Okay, when I grew up. Please listen to some of these announcements. So certification collection venues are all around here. LBS, CB, MBA, MSCs, you collect your certificates at the council chamber. It's just outside there to the right. Microfinance inductees, you collect on the 4th floor. And then ACIB regular will collect inside Ijewere or. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call on Alhaji Bola Otiti, FCIB, to give us the closing prayer as we round things up quickly here.
In the name of God Almighty, the most beneficent, the most merciful. As we have concluded today's program, we thank God for making it possible for everybody to be here without any incident. And as we depart to our respective homes and country, we thank you. We pray that you guide us safely. All those people that have received certification today, I pray that it's a beginning to a fruitful journey. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun salim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, sir. Amin. Would like to thank our sponsors for today. Premium Trust Bank. A round of applause, please. Providus Bank, Jais Bank, and Polaris Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been encouraged today to sparkle. And what best way to sparkle? It was Pope John Paul XXIII that said, we should consult not our fears, but our hopes and our dreams. And you remember, if you need to see the world, you need to climb that tree. And please don't forget the lesson of the trees. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we have the CIBN anthem,
Integrity in the industry, all more than
Just to be doubly sure. There'll be photographs after the anthem, please. Can we have the national anthem?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
Thank you very much for staying with us. And it's been your Sparkle Compare, Bukola Oluyade. I'm the group head of customer experience and sustainability at Polaris Bank. Order of photographs will have top table and past presidents. Please, top table and past presidents first. Past registrars, please join. Past presidents and registrars, please join the top table. Yes. Please hold on, please, for photographs. Please stay here. Please, can you stay on your seats? Please remain on your seats. Thank you. The top table should please. Please take your seats, remain on your seats. Sparkle Chartered Bankers. Please remain on your seats so we can take the panoramic picture. Thank you. Shall we please stand up to our feet? Shall we please rise up for photographs? Where we are, just rise up where you are.
Studio, please give some music. It's too quiet. Thank you.